See what I did there? In 2025, we are catching flights, okay? We are no longer saying travel is too expensive, okay? We are going to learn how to travel on a budget because travel is a skill. Travel is a skill that you can learn. I grew up black and broke, and yet I've been to 24 different countries, and I currently live abroad, okay? Listen, your current circumstances do not define what is possible for you. So if y'all are for real about trying to get out here and see this big, beautiful planet that we have, then stick around because I got some more coming for y'all. Hello, Vonda. Exactly, never. Monique, welcome. Reading True Tarot, welcome. Keep dropping those number ones for me if y'all are brand new here. Thank y'all so much for double tapping. Thank you so much, Vonda. I appreciate y'all. Listen, if y'all know anybody who wants to travel more, if y'all trying to get somebody to travel with you, make sure you share the live with them as well. I really appreciate it. I'm good, Vonda. How are you? I appreciate all the love. So a little bit about me. My name is Bianca, and as I mentioned earlier, I have traveled to 24 different countries despite growing up black and broke, lower middle class in the United States. And last year, February 2024, me and my husband left the United States to live abroad as digital nomads. In case you do not know what a digital nomad is, that literally just means somebody who works and travels. Thank you for the gift. It really just means like somebody who works and travels. So since I am nomadic, that means I don't officially have like a place that I call home. I move around. Bible Man NC. Hey, you from North Carolina? Let's get it. I was born and raised in North Carolina. Thank you so much for the gifts. But yeah, so we move around. Like we don't really have like a place that is considered home. Thank you so much, Vonda. Oh, y'all making me feel so much better. I feel like today is really not going how I expected it to. And like, y'all are making me feel better already. Oh my God, I better not get emotional. This is getting crazy out here. Not on live, Bianca. No, but welcome y'all. Welcome. I really appreciate it. Drop a number one if you are brand new, if you've never been in any of my lives before. Drop a number two if you're trying to get these passport stamps in 2025. Drop a number two if you are no longer going to be talking about how travel is too expensive and if you are ready to learn how to travel on a budget. Bible Man NC, Vonda, Nicole, welcome. Microsoft Teams. I don't even have you downloaded. Like, why are you popping up on this computer? Okay, Funnel Vision is 1 and 2. Let's get it. Time to shift those energies. Exactly. I'm here for it. So yeah, y'all, since last year, since February, I've been in 10 different countries. I've been in Brazil, Spain, Vietnam, Thailand, Japan, China, Indonesia, Panama, Colombia. I'm currently in Mexico. Like, we done been around the block this last year, and I go live so that I can show y'all that this life is possible for you, okay? The purpose of me going live, the purpose of this live, thank you, Patty. You're my favorite. Mexico is my favorite country. Like, the purpose of me going live is to show you that this life is possible for you too. Thank you so much. The purpose of me going live is to show you I am a real person. I'm not just a content creator. I'm not just someone, hello, Petty. I am not just someone who is like, oh yeah, well, this person has all these followers and look at her. She's so cool. She lives abroad. She's been to Thailand. I really could not care less if anybody thinks I am cool on here. Like, I don't care if anybody is impressed by the number of followers or the number of countries that I have been to. I say these things to you because I want you to know that this life is possible for you as well. I say these things to you because I want you to understand that your current circumstances do not define what is possible for you, okay? The world that I grew up in, people were not talking about travel. People were not talking about passports. They weren't talking about multiple streams of income. They weren't talking about making money from your cell phone. All these things that I talk about and teach now, these are not things that were in my world growing up. What the person who you see today is self-made. And that means I had to go through a lot of things mentally, spiritually, emotionally to get to where I am today. I feel like there are so many amazing travel creators out here, and they're going to tell you all the tips. Here's what you're going to do whenever you get to Panama. Here's your 7-day Japan itinerary. Here's how you can find the best flights. And those things are all great. But I'm here to tell y'all that mindset is such a huge part of travel, especially if you are like me and you didn't grow up with money. If you're not ashamed to say it, let me know in the comments. Drop a yes in the comments if you know what it's like. If you know what it's like to have food stamps. Y'all don't want to talk today. Drop a yes in the comments if you know what it's like to come home and sometimes, you know, the lights ain't on because the light bill didn't get paid on time. Like, drop a yes in the comments if you know what it's like to be looking at the meat in the produce, not the produce, the meat section at the store, and you put back the chicken that's $7.77 for the chicken that is $7.50 because you're trying to save that 20 cents. Like, drop a yes in the comments if you know what it's like to coupon. I used to be the coupon queen, okay? Like, y'all, my dad did not finish high school. My mom was a college dropout. I tell you these things because I want you to understand that it does not matter where you currently are. That does not mean that you are limitless, because you're not, because you are. Wait, sorry. It does not mean that you are limited. You are not limited, okay? There is so much that you can do. You don't have to keep watching all these other people online live their best lives. Like, drop a yes in the comments if you're guilty of saving all the videos. I know I'm talking to somebody on here. Drop a yes in the comments if you're guilty of saving all the videos, but maybe not taking the action. I can put my own yes in the comments because I get it. I'm not here to throw y'all no shade because I get it. Thank y'all so much for the hearts. I appreciate it. What I'm here to tell you is that if you are serious about living life on your own terms, thank you so much, Petty Crocker. If you are serious about not living your life on autopilot, if you are serious about living a life that you cannot wait to wake up to, that means you have to start doing something different than you did yesterday. And the beautiful thing is, every single second of every single day is an opportunity for you to start fresh. Don't let these people out here gas you. They talking about, oh, she acting brand new. Act brand new. Act brand new. They tell you you're acting brand new. Give them a round of applause. I'm glad you noticed, bitch. I'm glad you noticed, okay? Every second of every day is a chance for you to think different. Every second of every day is a chance for you to have a different thought. Every second of every day is a chance for you to reframe a limiting belief. When that thought pops in your head and it says you're not good enough, actually, I am fully equipped for the divine plan of my life. When that thought pops in your head like I can't afford it, you can cut that shit off. Cut it off mid-thought. Cut it off mid-sentence and be like, oh, actually, money flows to me freely and easily. Actually, I always have more than enough money. Actually, there's always more than enough money for everything I need and everything I want. Thank you so much, Petty Crocker. When that limiting belief comes in your head and it tells you that you can't travel because you don't know what you're doing, remind yourself, oh, actually, I can do hard things. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? Y'all, you can live a different life, but living a different life means doing something different. Living a different life means you cannot continue to do the same things over and over again. This is why I say amazing travel creators on these social media apps, in these social media streets, but a lot of them are not telling you that you can have all the travel tips in the world, but if you don't believe up here that you can get out here and go to Thailand, that you can go to Jamaica, that you can go to Taiwan, wherever it is you want to go, if you don't believe that it's possible for you, it doesn't matter how many travel tips you have. So you got to ask yourself, how serious are you? You have to ask yourself, are you going to choose faith or are you going to choose fear? Because I got to be honest with y'all, that fear ain't going nowhere. You know how you get fear to shut the hell up? By moving through the fear and taking action anyway. Do it scared. Do it scared. Waiting for the fear to leave, you're never gonna do anything worthwhile. I gotta be honest with you. Like, y'all, extraordinary things happen outside of the comfort zone. And until you are ready to get uncomfortable, you cannot grow. Like, we cannot grow in our comfort zone. Y'all feel me? Are y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Listen, I didn't even mean to come in here that hot with a sermon. I didn't even know I had that sermon on my heart. Thank y'all so much for all the hearts and the gifts. I appreciate it. My favorite site to book flights. I use Google Flights to look for the best price, and then I book with the on the airline's website. Your favorite place? My favorite place in Thailand is Bangkok. Hello, MJ. Y'all, yeah, you got to do it scared. You have to do it scared. I'm so glad you're here, Amazon PG. Y'all, There's no reason for me to have traveled to 24 different countries. There's no reason for me to be living abroad. There's no reason that right now I'm staying in somebody else's nice ass apartment, driving their nice ass car in Mexico, rent free for almost 3 weeks. There's no reason other than the fact that I was willing to do it scared. I was willing to take a chance. I went out there knowing that I had no idea how it was going to go. Some of y'all want to plan out every detail. I get it. Listen, my moon sign is Capricorn. I get it. I know that you want to have it all planned out, but I promise you, it don't matter if something's gonna go left. That's travel. That's something else these creators are not telling you. They're showing you all the beautiful photos with all the clear bottom boats. They showing you all the Eiffel Tower photos. They not telling you that they missed their flight and they were stuck somewhere else for 3 hours. They not telling you that they stayed in this like shitty hotel that they could not wait to get out of. They are not telling you about how they took pretty photos in that country, but they actually couldn't wait to get out. Okay, there's a lot of things that a lot of people on this app are not talking about when it comes to travel, which again is another reason why I go live, because I want to show you all sides of travel. And listen, you will hear me tell you, I can tell you story after story after story about how ghetto some of my travel experiences have been, and I will still encourage you to book the flight. There's a reason my username is She's Booking the Flight, because I want y'all to know, despite all the other noise, all the, the people in the U.S. who are trying to tell you that the U.S. is the safest country in the world, okay? Like, despite everybody else being scared, despite not having it all figured out, I'm going to book that flight. I'm going to book the flight because travel is part of who I am now. Travel is part of my identity now. Travel is no longer an option for me. Travel is a priority in my life, but I had to get here. I did not start here. So if you are at a point where you're like, oh, that sounds great, Bianca, but that's you, I need you to understand I started exactly where you are. The only reason I even have the passport that I have right now is because my first trip abroad was with my job. Y'all, wasn't nobody talking about traveling abroad. Y'all, in the world that I grew up in, it was a big deal to drive to Atlanta. Okay? Like, though, the first time I ever got on a plane, I was 21 years old. I went to Miami. Okay? Like, I remember being on a plane and just being like, oh my God, this is the most insane thing I have done in my entire life. Oh shit, phone falling. I'm getting too hyped. I literally remember feeling like this is like the most insane thing I have done in my entire life. Being on a plane for the first time whenever I was 21 years old. Now I can't even tell you how many planes I've been on now. But y'all, I'm telling you, I should be using my other tripod because it's not as ghetto, but it is what it is. Y'all, if I can do it, so can you. So can you. There ain't nothing special about me. I grew up in North Carolina. I grew up, y'all, when I tell y'all my parents are so country, you would not know. If I told you where they were from, ain't nobody in here gonna know. You will not know, okay? You won't know. And the town I grew up in didn't even have a Chipotle. I didn't even know what Chipotle was until I left town and went to school. So this is why I'm not here for the excuses. This is why when everybody's trying to give me all their reasons for why they can't travel, I'm like, all right, well, hey, more North Carolina in the house. Let's get it. Y'all, you can live a different life if you're willing to do something different. Bangkok is legit, but I love the rural areas. I'm here for it. Thank you, MJ. I'm going to Europe alone this year. Let's get it. What part of Europe? That's so dope. Y'all, let's talk about how to travel on a budget so I can get out of my feelings, okay? Let me know in the comments though, what is your biggest travel challenge? If you want to travel and you have not traveled, let me know why in the comments. If you have traveled, but maybe you haven't traveled in a while, let me know in the comments, what is your biggest challenge whenever it comes to travel? I haven't told anyone because I know their fear will try to keep me back. Ooh, I love that for you, Amazon PG. Me and my husband left the U.S. to live abroad last year, and we told our close family and friends. Everybody else found out on social media after we were already in Brazil. After we were already in Brazil. Okay? Okay, let's see. I'm going to Germany, Poland, Spain, Netherlands. Oh, that's so dope. Let me know how Poland is. I don't know anyone who's been there. Affordable plane tickets. Alicia, you're in the right place because we're going to be spending a lot of time talking about affordable plane tickets today. Food budget. Jazzy, are you talking about food abroad? Child, there's places you can go and get meals for like $2, $3, $4. Finances and flying. Okay, I definitely hear finances a lot. Flying. Does that mean like you're afraid of flying, Vonda? Money. Okay, listen. We can make more money, y'all. We can make more money. Y'all, money is energy. That's it. Money is energy. We can make more money. Money is everywhere. Do not let society fool you into thinking that money has to only come from a job. No, it does not. No, it does not. Figuring out where to visit solo. Mariah, what you mean figuring out? Just pick a place and go. That better not be what's for real holding you back. Cause what? You have so many options. Recently retired, love to travel, but need to do it on a budget. You are in the right place, Lady Scorpio. I was there last year. Poland is amazing. Oh, that's so dope. I don't think I know anybody who's been there at all. Okay, Vonda, you said you have never flown. Well, Vonda, you just got to find out. I mean, if you've never done it, like, you just got to feel that. I mean, what I would say is like, if you want, like, because this is what I tell people sometimes, for anybody who wants to travel internationally, but you need to, start small, like you can start where you are. Take a flight somewhere 2 hours away. So yeah, Vonda, what I would recommend for you is to do a flight. So do a solo trip to like 2 hours away, a 2-hour flight. That's going to check 2 boxes for you. You're going to travel alone and you are going to, and you're going to get on a plane. And you don't have to worry about going somewhere and worrying about all the like international stuff. Like you can go somewhere where you're not gonna have to worry about, customs, not knowing the language, anything like that. Start where you are. And honestly, and that's for everybody. That's for anybody. I always tell people to start where you are. I travel to South Korea often and around Asia solo. I spend most of my money on Airbnbs. I feel that, Jazzy. I definitely spend most of my money on Airbnbs. How do I find the best price? How do I find the best price for a plane ticket? Yeah, I'm gonna dive into that in a couple of minutes because I'm lit because this is like one of my favorite topics. Is this my favorite topic? My favorite topic is probably making money, but my second favorite topic is definitely how to travel on a budget, okay? Like I said, I'm currently in Mexico right now in like this super nice house. I did a video of it on my page. And we're here for almost 3 weeks rent-free with trusted house sitters. Like, y'all, I'm gonna tell you, I know how to travel on a budget and I'm here to show you how to travel on a budget. Okay, drop a little airplane emoji for me in the comments if you're ready to learn how to travel on a budget. Thank y'all so much for the hearts. I appreciate y'all. I'm also going to be going through my budget travel masterclass. So I'm going to walk you through a masterclass that I created that is going to give you more than 40 different budget travel hacks to show you how to ball out on a budget abroad. Y'all, travel does not have to be expensive, okay? Travel does not have to be expensive. I see them airplanes in the comments. Okay, Colleen, Lady Scorpio, y'all ready to learn how to travel on a budget? Who else is ready? Only them two? Drop them airplane emojis in the comments, y'all. Let's get it. So, again, later on, I'm going to be talking about my budget travel masterclass. But first, I'm going to talk about 2 of my favorite budget travel tips that I really ever hear anybody on this app talking about. And the first one is going to be related to the question y'all had about cheap flights. Let's get it. So whenever it comes to getting cheap flights, I'm going to share 2 different things. The first thing I'm going to share is that, let me know in the comments, for those of y'all who travel, be honest, because this is what most people do. This is what I did for years. Whenever you go to travel, do you typically pick a date, take your time off, whatever it is you need to do personally, and then go look for the flight? Go look for the flight based on the days that you marked on your calendar for your vacation. Drop a yes in the comments if that's what y'all normally do. Because this is literally what I did for years. This is literally how I traveled for years until I learned, y'all. Because they say if you knew better, you do better, okay? So this is what we're going to do in the future, okay? This is what you're going to do. We're not doing that no more, okay? We switching it up now. So instead of looking at the calendar and being like, oh, okay, I'm going to go to Bali on April 4th. And then you go look at flights for April 4th. We're not doing that no more. That's what we're going to do. We're going to think about the month or months, right? However flexible you can be. Maybe it's a 1-month window. Maybe it's a 3-month window. We're going to think about the months that we want to travel. And before we choose our dates, before we lock in, Before we put in that PTO, before you tell your mama, your friend, your man, your cousin, before you tell anybody, before you lock in, you are going to go to google.com/travel/flights, or you can just go type in Google Flights. That's easy too. Before you do that, you're going to go to Google Flights before you choose your dates, and you're going to put in your destination. If you're going to Bali, I don't know that airport. I flew into Ubud, but it was D something. I don't remember what it was. Ubud, let me see. DPS, that's what it is. Before you do that, you're going to go on Google Flights, and you're going to be like, okay, I want to go to Bali, and I want to go in, what month is it now? It's March. You're going to, instead of choosing your date immediately, you're going to be like, I want to go to Bali and I want to go in May. You're going to go to Google Flights. I'm about to show you this on my laptop right now. Get ready to have your mind blown, okay? I'm about to show you this on my laptop right now. You are going to go, oops. Can y'all see? Can y'all see my screen? Google.com/travel/flights. You can just type in Google Flights. Y'all see this? Google Flights. You're going to put in your airport. I just put in Dallas. I don't know why Dallas is there, but that's what's in there. I am not from Dallas, but whatever. Before you pick your dates, you're going to come right here on Google Flights, and you're going to look at which date is the cheapest to fly. Because do y'all see the differences in these prices? So whenever you look on Google Flights, the first thing you want to look for is anything green. So I don't know if y'all can tell from the screen, but like this is green, this is green, this is green. So they have 4 green dates in here. Sometimes there is no green and you got to just like hope for the best. But here, the lowest flight price y'all see is $1,150. Now imagine if this person was determined to go to Bali on May 23rd. Imagine if this person was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna leave on the 23rd. And they already put their PTO in, and now they're just checking for this date. $2,000. $2,000. Are you serious? Y'all, look at this. $1,190 on the 12th. 11-10-9, 3 days prior. This is what? This is almost a $300 difference. If you thought you were leaving, if you wanted to leave on the 9th, but you would have waited 3 more days, you could have saved almost $300 on a flight. This is why you are no longer going to choose your travel dates before checking the flight prices first. If y'all don't do anything else whenever it comes to y'all flights, please take note of this flight hack, okay? Is this thing gonna fall? Please take note of this flight hack. Look at the flight prices and let the flight prices determine when you are going to fly. Stop picking your travel dates at random and let the flight prices tell you when to fly. Hello, Kiwi. Thank y'all for the hearts. Y'all, who knew about this? Drop a yes in the comments if you knew this, and drop the word learn in the comments if you just learned something new. That's a true hack. Like MJ, this one hack has saved me thousands of dollars on flights. And I just learned this hack like 2 years ago. Y'all. I was out here overpaying for flights just like a lot of y'all are doing right now until I learned this travel hack. Let's do another example. Drop your airport in the comments. Drop your 3 letters. Whoever drop them first, that's who I'm getting. Since I follow, I know. Oh yeah, MJ been rocking with me for a minute now. ATL Georgia. Jewel, where you want to go? I changed my name. Wait, what was your name before? Y'all, but listen, anytime y'all change your names or your profile photos, like I be like, y'all, it throws me. Because all I literally see is like this like tiny face. Sandy! Wait, did you change your photo too? I don't think that was your photo before. Sandy want to go to Hawaii. Let's do it. Okay, let's pick a place in Hawaii. I know they have quite a few. Let's just do Maui because it looks like it's going to be simple. Okay. Let me take this back down. I'm here for it, Sandy. Thank you for letting me know. Okay. So y'all see what I got here, right? Y'all see Atlanta, Maui. What month are you trying to go? I didn't even ask that. My bad. What month? What month we looking at? When you're trying to go to Hawaii, and you want to make sure, if you want to be able to look ahead of the flight prices, y'all, make sure you put in the exact airport. Because for example, like if I just type in Hawaii, you can see like there's a lot of different airports. So you want to make sure that you actually pick the actual airport. That's how you're going to be able to see. So we're just going to do Maui. Okay, she want to go in June. Let's look. Y'all, I don't even have Microsoft Teams. This is actually crazy. I don't want to go to notification status. I want you to just leave me alone. Okay. Oops. My bad. I'm looking through the screen, which is like weird for me. Okay, June. Bet. Green dates. The first thing we doing is looking at the green dates in June. So as of right now, the cheapest one is going to be on June 2nd, June 3rd, June 4th, and June 9th. $463. Now, if she decided that for whatever reason, this is Google Flights, y'all. So if she decided for whatever reason that she wanted to go on the 28th, look what she would have paid. Minimum $1,020. Do y'all see the differences? And y'all, I am not kidding. I have literally done this. This pop-up is going to piss me off. I have literally done this and seen a flight be half the price the day before. Okay, are these one way? No, baby, this is a round trip. This is round trip, baby. Y'all, we gotta stop playing, okay? We gotta stop playing. We gotta stop saying that flights are too expensive. We gotta stop saying that we're not traveling because we can't afford the flights, when I'm literally showing you how you can get the best flight deals. This one specifically was Atlanta to Hawaii. You are welcome, Jewel. Eat some good poke bowls. Y'all, Google Flights, okay? Everybody, are y'all still away house sitting? Yes, we are still house sitting. Y'all, listen. Like I said, if y'all don't take nothing else away, I need y'all to take away Google Flights, okay? The second budget travel hack that I'm going to show y'all. Actually, I think I was going to do a different one, but I think I want to do, I am going to do a different one. The second budget travel hack I want to show y'all is how to literally, hello, Chris. Thank you for the hearts. When do you go back to Merida? If we go back, which that is still the current plan, but I say, plans can get real aloof with us. But 3 + 8, like I don't know, like a week and a half, something like that. Is Skyscanner good? Yeah, Skyscanner is fine. Skyscanner is fine. Expedia is fine. Hopper is fine. Kiwi is fine. Like, all of these sites are fine. I'm just letting you know what I use. I use Google Flights. But whenever it comes to booking, you actually want to book on the airline's website. So I'm about to show y'all. Let me go and take this back off because I'm going to have to turn my thing around again. So I'm about to show y'all somewhere else. Somebody else dropped their airport in the comments. Drop them 3 letters. Where we traveling from? Let me know in the comments. And the first one I see, I'm going to use it for the next example. IAH. Where is that? Is that Chicago? Washington. Oh, Houston. I was all around wrong. You can see I've never been to Texas. All right. So let's see. JFK does have great deals. JFK and LAX are going to be the cheapest airports in the United States for you to fly out of. Fight me. I'm giving y'all budget travel hacks I ain't even supposed to get. I think that's Kansas City. No, Kansas City is like MCI. And I only know that because somebody on my email list asked for it. Okay, so here we are. Round trip, okay? We put in IAH. This is what we're going to do. We still on Google, y'all. I want y'all to know we have not changed websites. We are still on Google, okay? We're going to go to Explore. Which ones are the cheapest to fly out of? JFK and LAX. New York, LA. Okay, so we're going to go to Explore. Round trip, Houston. We're going to leave the where to part empty, okay? We are not going to touch this because we want to let Google tell us What is the cheapest place for us to fly? For those of you who want to travel on a budget, stop being like, oh, well, I want to go to Thailand. Okay, well, guess what? If Thailand flights are crazy right now, pick a different destination and go to Thailand another time. Set up flight alerts. You can even set up flight alerts. I'm giving y'all all the travel hacks, okay? Listen, set up flight alerts. But if you are willing to be flexible with your dates and your locations, look, you can literally go shopping, y'all, for the cheapest flight price. This is the US, so we won't care about that. Let's move on. Let's move on, okay? And this is, y'all, this is Houston, okay? Houston, 1 week trip in the next 6 months. Let's see. Mexico City. Oh, I love Mexico City. I was just there only for a long layover, but I was there for 5 weeks in 2019. Puerto Vallarta. Puerto Escondido, y'all, Cancun. I'm showing you all these different places you can fly to Mexico. Round trip. Because somebody will come for me in the comments and be like, is it one way? No, it's round trip, okay? I pretty much only book one-way flights because that's just my life now. But I'm going to show y'all round trip. So, Guatemala. Oh, I'm planning to go to Guatemala later this year. I'm so excited. Guatemala, $228. Costa Rica, $205. Medellin, Colombia, $379. Okay, let me keep going. Ecuador, $500. Where did Lima just go? Y'all, I paid $1,200 for my flight to Lima. I was pissed. Some of these flights are crazy. Obviously, you should never pay $3,000 for a flight. Just ever. Just don't do that. But yeah, and obviously, y'all, this will change depending on like where you're flying out of and of course where you're flying into. But let's scoot on over here. Let's scooch on over and zoom in a little bit, okay? Boom. Paris, $559. Lisbon, $699. Spain, Barcelona, $563. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, these flight prices are okay, but like they be way lower than this. Like honestly, like these flight prices ain't bad, but they ain't great. And again, keep in mind it does depend on where you fly out of. So, oh, hold on, let me zoom back out a little bit. I keep trying to look through the screen on my phone, which is like low-key stressing me out. Dubai, $737. Mumbai, $711. Somebody asked about Tokyo. $661 to Tokyo. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bam. Bangkok, $853. Yeah, y'all, listen. Google Flights. Google Flights. Okay. Oops. Hold on. New Zealand. Where the hell? New Zealand is like way over here. Why won't you let me scroll over to New Zealand? That's weird. Where's... Okay, that's Africa. Sydney. Where the hell is New Zealand? Let me scroll in. I mean, zoom in. I'm talking about scroll in. Is that New Zealand? Oh, baby. $974 for Auckland, New Zealand. So, yeah, I forgot how small New Zealand was. So I was like, why can't I find it? And I'm like, because you need to zoom in, sis. Y'all, what about car rentals? What car do you recommend on a budget? I've never rented a car. Wait, that's not true. I have, but I don't even remember. I think it was Avis, A-V-I-S. Let's go, Jerry. Y'all, Google Flights, okay? How do you get around? Taxi, Uber. We have a car here because I am not a travel agent. We have a car here during the house sit, but other than that, yeah, I don't drive. I'm going to New Zealand. Let's get it. I'm here for it. Thank y'all for the hearts. Y'all, all of these things are in Google Flights, okay? These travel tips I'm telling y'all about, I'm telling you, these things just scratch the surface, okay? She has more tips than travel agents. I mean, she's not wrong. She not wrong. Okay, I've worked with travel agents, and I'm not saying they're bad. I'm not saying travel agents are bad at all, but listen. Okay, y'all, basically, I have traveled to 24 countries. Since 2023, I have traveled to 17 countries. Damn. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Even when I say it, I'm like, that sounds like a lot. Y'all, I learned how to do this on a budget. Me and my husband both quit our full-time jobs before we left the United States. People be like, how do y'all afford to do this? How do y'all afford to travel so much? And you know what we asked them? How do you afford to live in the United States? Because every time we go back to the US, we're like, how are y'all not starving? Because of how expensive things are in the US. It is time for you to shift your mindset. Who was on here with me earlier? Drop the word mindset if y'all were on here with me earlier when we talked about this. You have to shift your mindset around travel. You have to stop just assuming that travel is too expensive. Says who? Says who? You already out here spending money on things you don't need. We'll let that sit there for a second. Y'all know when you wash like your straw for your water bottle and then it like tastes like soap for like 3 days afterwards? Y'all, you have to shift your mindset around travel. You have to trust that travel is not too expensive for you. You have to shift your mindset around travel and make it a priority in your life. You say you want to travel. What are you doing to make travel a priority in your life? You're already spending money on things you don't need. Just like I do. Everybody spends money on things they don't need. And then you know what I started doing? When I started looking at the price of certain things and my brain started going, bitch, that's a flight. That's a flight. That's 4 nights in an Airbnb in this city. That's half of my flight to Tokyo. Y'all, travel is absolutely amazing. People have expensive, yeah, exact, and that's what I'm saying. Like, and at the end of the day, I'm not here to throw y'all no shade, okay? Listen, y'all, I am a Libra, and please understand, my sun sign and my rising sign are Libra, okay? I'm a Venus girly. I am an aesthetics girly. I like nice things girly. In theory, in reality, put me on a plane. C said I knew it. Put me on a plane. Put me on a plane because experiences over things. And you know how I learned this lesson, y'all? Travel. Y'all, travel will change you. Travel will change you as a person. I promise you, if everybody in the United States traveled, and I ain't talking about an all-inclusive resort. I ain't talking about a cruise. If everybody in the US actually traveled and saw life outside of the US, oh my God, we wouldn't have a third of the shit going on that we have on right now. But in the US, we like to think that the sun rises and sets on our ass, but that's not what this live is about, so I'm gonna digress. Travel recommendations for large families. To be honest, Jewel, even though I'm not a resort person, a resort that's all-inclusive is probably gonna be the easiest if you want, if you're traveling with a large family. I'm not saying you can't, just fly somewhere direct, but a resort is going to be the easiest for you. Let's get it, Aries. Y'all, listen. You can learn to travel. This is another thing that a lot of people are not saying. Travel is a skill. Travel is not something where God lined up a bunch of stuff. God lined up a bunch of people and just like sprinkled like, she's going to travel. He's going to travel. Let's give her the travel juice. That's not how it happened. That is not how it happened. Y'all, travel is a skill that you can learn to do. I don't know why I don't hear more people on these apps talking about these things. Talking about the fact that because they now have booked this many flights, they've been to this many countries, they stayed here, that they did these things because they learned the skill of travel. They learned how to travel. Nobody came out of the womb knowing how to travel. Nobody. Yes, I do live abroad. 3-month scouting trip. Let's go. Where you going? I've been to Jamaica, downtown area, such a lively. Oh, I've been to Jamaica, but like it was just on a cruise, so like I need to go back. I have been to Thailand, y'all. Y'all, you can travel. You can absolutely learn to travel. I teach you how to do it in my budget travel masterclass. I highly recommend the house sits. If you like animals, trusted house sitters, yeah. Look at a video on my page. This was like maybe 3 videos ago. Look at this nice ass apartment I'm staying in right now. To take care, excuse me. And if anybody is on IG, I know we don't want to talk about that platform on here, but listen, TikTok is funny. So listen, I had to do it, y'all. I had to do it. After years of staying away, I had to do it. I went back to the I platform. If anybody is on there, I actually do a lot in my stories on there, and I have a whole highlight on trusted house sitters. I wish TikTok would give story highlights. I mean, I guess they give playlists, but it's not really the same. And TikTok stories are garbage, let's be honest. I hope you listen to TikTok. Mexico City and Medellin. Oh, I love both of those places. We have animals. Oh, so are you trying to be like a pet parent then? I mean, that's not the case for me, but even if you want to be like a pet parent, the people who we are house sitting for right now, we're their first ever house sit. So I'm here for it. Trusted House Sitters is dope because we get to meet all these other people who love to travel. For those of you who want to learn how to travel on a budget, my Abroad on a Budget masterclass is at the link in my bio. Y'all, this class that I created, this is my product. There ain't nothing MRR, PLR, resale, nothing. This is my product that I created. Abroad on a Budget, Insider Hacks for Affordable International Travel. Y'all, this is a class that I created. Y'all see that number down there? Let me get a little closer. Oops, I can't see because of that light. Oops, sorry, I'm trying to move this light out of the way. 1 out of 55. Y'all, I created a 55-page class, 55-slide class on how to travel on a budget. Y'all been on here getting the travel tips that I've already been talking about. Y'all, we haven't even scratched the surface. I mean, can we take our babies with us to house sit? Probably not. I saw one house sit the other day that said if you have a dog, we can talk about you bringing them, but I would not, to be honest with you, I wouldn't sign up if you would need to take your animals, because it's going to be the exception and not the rule. That would just be my honest opinion. Oh, thank you, Petty Crocker. Y'all, this class is 55 slides. It's like almost 90 minutes. Are you? She's booking the flight on IG. Yes, I am, Jewel. Y'all, when I tell y'all, I put my heart and soul into this masterclass because I was so tired of people telling me they cannot afford to travel. I was so tired of people telling me they're not traveling because of the money. I was so tired of people saying flights are too expensive. Flights are not too expensive when you know what to do. Is anybody here on my email list? Petty Crocker is literally right on time, and you get great email updates. I was about to say, is anybody here on my email list? Every Tuesday, I be sending out stupid, cheap flight deals because I want, even if you're not ready to book any of the flight deals that I send out. What did I say earlier, y'all? I've said this since the beginning of this live. A lot of travel comes down to your mindset. I send out these emails every week because, yeah, of course I want you to be able to take advantage of a great flight deal, but I also want you to shift your mindset around travel. I want you to understand that travel does not have to be expensive. I want you to know that if you really wanted to, you could actually go fly to Dubai for $500 next month. You can go fly to Mexico. You can fly to Cancun. You can fly to Tulum for $200. I want you to know that there is a stupid low deal right now where you can fly one way to London for $70. Y'all, I have seen a flight from North Carolina, RDU, the airport, my home airport. I have seen a flight from North Carolina to Senegal, West Africa for $257. Drop a number 1 in the comments if you know what an airfare is. Drop a number 2 if you don't, if you've never heard of that before. Y'all, airfares? You think that don't happen? Y'all, that $200 97 flight, y'all, Y'all, flights, airlines, they make mistakes, y'all. They make mistakes. They forget to add that fourth number. They forget to add that third number. And so these stupid, cheap flight deals happen. But the question is, are you set up to receive these flight deals? Are you ready to book? I'm not just talking about financially, because I promise you, you have to get there mentally first. Okay? You've already had the money to travel. We got to be real with it. Okay? I'm not saying you've had the money every day, every week, every year, every month, but you have had the money to take a trip somewhere. Can we drop the word yes in the comments if we are going to hold ourselves accountable to this? Can we drop the word yes in the comments if we are willing to admit that there has been some point in the last 1, 3, 5 years where you had the money to travel, but you didn't? That's okay. I'm not throwing you no shade. I just want us all to be aligned. I want us all to be on the same page. I want us all to understand that mindset. Y'all, Vonda said I didn't know. Listen, you know now, Vonda. Y'all go leave here, the accountability ain't going nowhere. You gonna know. You're gonna know. The next time you want to drop $200 on a pair of shoes, you're going to be like, fuck that. I can go to Mexico for $200. The next time your friend asks you to brunch that y'all go to every Saturday and you realize you're spending $100 on bottomless mimosas and chicken and waffles, you going to be like, $100, that's half of my hotel accommodations for wherever you're going, Colombia, Thailand. Y'all, they say if you knew better, you do better. Okay? Y'all, we get to learn how to travel on a budget. Those of you who have already been in here, y'all, you've already seen, I've probably dropped at least 7 travel hacks since I have been on here. Y'all, there's so many more. There are so many more. This masterclass, I could literally turn this class into a course. If I could figure out how to let AI do it, maybe I would do that, because honestly, I should make it a course, but I don't feel like doing that, so it's a class. But y'all, this class, you're so welcome. This class, 55 slides of information. And you know what we start with? Anybody want to guess the first topic? Because we go through a few different topics in the masterclass, y'all. This class is to set you up to teach you the skill of travel. This class is to set you up so that you don't gotta go on, you don't have to come in my lives and ask me any more questions. Listen, I'm happy to have you. I'm so happy to have you. Come hang out with me, come talk with me. But this class is to set you up so that you can learn how to save thousands of dollars over the years, over the decades, tens of thousands of dollars on travel for the rest of your life. Y'all, there's nothing that comes after this. This isn't like this is my intro product. And then I'm like, oh, well, if you want the real travel hacks, then buy my course. No, I put it all in this masterclass and I just updated it. I updated this like less than 2 months ago. I first created this class in January of last year. Then I updated it in September of last year. I just updated it again. You know why? Because the more I learn, the more you learn. And you always get the most updated version of the class at no additional cost. You make one-time investment. The class is $47. You make a one-time $47 investment and you learn how to save thousands of dollars on travel for the rest of your life. MJ, you already know what's up. You already know what's up, MJ. Mindset. Mindset is the first topic in this masterclass. Before we talk about cheap flights, before we talk about cheap accommodations, before we talk about how to rack up points, before we talk about how to keep your trip under $1,000, before we talk about all of this stuff, we start in right here. Y'all, I am not for everybody, okay? I am speaking to the people who want to thrive and not survive. I am talking to the people who are ready to get out of survival mode. People who want to know what it's like to live. People who want to live in their purpose. People who want to see this big, beautiful planet. Vonda, the masterclass is at the link in my bio. For anybody who wants to grab it, it's at the link in my bio. It's called Abroad on a Budget, but I think in the bio, it just says the Budget Travel Masterclass. I'm talking to the people who want to do more who want to do more than just take fancy Instagram photos whenever they travel. I'm not telling you there's anything wrong with taking your nice photos, but I'm talking to the people who want to be immersed and other cultures. I'm talking to the people who want to get in that global girly mindset. I'm talking to the people who want to interact with the locals, who want to know what it's like to be immersed in a different culture. That's who I'm talking to. If that's not you, that's cool. This probably ain't the live for you. Do what you will with that information, okay? Y'all, if you are somebody who wants to see the world, if you are somebody who wants to see the world and you want to learn how to do it without breaking the bank, get the masterclass. I know what it's like to be broke. I know what it's like to live check to check. I know what it's like when Wells Fargo is in your inbox telling you about how your account balance has dropped. I know what it's like when you look at all them $35 overdraft fees. I know what it's like to go to a job that you hate. Don't look at my life now and forget that at one point I was right where you are. I was not born here. I grew up black and broke, not knowing anything about the things that I teach now. It's literally why I go live, because I want to look you in your eye and tell you, stop thinking your current circumstances are going to last forever. Y'all, life is cyclical, okay? Y'all, I remember 2021 was probably one of the hardest. 2021 was probably and 2022, who at the beginning, that was a little shaky too. Y'all, hardest year of my life. And you know what? I can look back now and I can be like, you know what? There were a lot of things that sucked about that year, but without that year, I could not be as grateful for the life that I live right now. Stop looking at these people on these apps and comparing yourselves. It doesn't matter. It don't matter that they've already been to 100 countries, because you know how many they started with? 1. The person who has been to every country in the world started with 1. Y'all, oh, you feeling me, Jewel? You feeling me? Y'all, it doesn't matter how many followers they have. It doesn't matter how many followers I have. It doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, your journey is your journey. And I know that's so much easier said than done. I'm guilty. I compare all the time. I do it. Like I don't want to, but I do. And I understand that part of it is human nature, but I need y'all to start respecting and embracing where you are right now. Some of y'all on here, you're like, I can't even fathom going somewhere like Japan. Then don't go to Japan right now. Go to California. Go to New York. Go to Chicago. If you need to start smaller, start there. Okay? If you are ready to go abroad, but you are like, you know what? I traveled, I'm not scared, but I don't know, going all the way to South Africa, that might be a bit much for me right now. Go to Mexico. Go to Canada. Stay on the continent. Take a cruise. Do a resort. Start where you are. And I go over all of this stuff in the masterclass. I keep getting distracted. I'm supposed to be going through it. Yeah, exactly, Joel. Like if right now, if you know you want to travel abroad, but if it feels like paralyzing to take that step, start in the US. I have a friend who did that. I have a friend who went to solo, who went to solo. She went to Texas solo because she was nervous. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Start where you are, okay? So y'all, after mindset, this is when we get into the stuff y'all want to hear, okay? This is when we go into the questions everybody and their baby mama ask me. How to get the best flight deals, okay? Y'all, who was on here with me earlier? Drop the word Google in the comments if you were on here with me earlier whenever we were looking at Google flights. Y'all, in this 55 slide masterclass, there are 12 slides on how to use Google to find the best flights and the best accommodations, okay? If you are like, you know what? I love what you went through earlier. Literally, y'all, there's so much more in the class. Like you get, and even the stuff I went over earlier, it's in the class as well. For those of you who, you're like, oh, that was great, but I'm probably going to forget it as soon as I leave here. Y'all, I go into so many different budget travel hacks. We talked about checking like multiple airports. We talked about Thinking about where you're flying out of, where you're flying into. We talked a little bit about flight alerts. Y'all, in the masterclass, I give you my the two best websites for if you want to get stupid cheap flight deals sent directly to your inbox. Listen, I am so happy if you want to get on Google and go look, but honey, it hit different when they hit your inbox. It hit different when them cheap ass flight deals come to you. This is all in the masterclass. I show you how to finesse your layover. Y'all, there is a hack. If you can finesse your layover and get a cheaper price. Oh my God, y'all hear those dogs barking? That sounds so loud. Jesus. See, that's not our dogs. That's not the dogs we house sitting, okay? Drop a yes in the comments if you shop at CVS or Home Depot, Kohl's, Nike, Office Max, Sephora, Ulta, Anthropology, AT&T, if you use Lyft, if you shop at Nordstrom Rack, if you shop on Amazon. Drop the word yes in the comments. This notification is about to drive me crazy. Y'all, did you know that you can be racking up points, miles for free flights and free hotels with money you are already spending? With money you are already spending, you can be racking up. Y'all, I teach you how to do it in the masterclass. Drop the word yes in the comments if you fly American or Delta or United. If you fly any of those three airlines. I've had to start doing my threes like this because I don't know why, but as I've gotten older, I feel like I just cannot do this anymore. Like it feels like such a struggle. So like now I have to do this when I say three. Y'all, you can be racking up free miles on United, on Delta. She's I fly whatever gets me there. That's me, Martina. People be like, Bianca, what's your favorite airline? I'm like, child, listen, I don't even have a favorite airline anymore. And then especially living abroad, because most of the airlines I fly, it just depends on the country. You know what I mean? Like Vietnam Airlines, like I can love them, but what the hell does it matter if I'm in Latin America? You know what I mean? Thank y'all so much for the hearts. Y'all, all of this is in the masterclass. And then after, that's only with a credit card. Oh no, honey, no credit card required. I'm sorry if I didn't mention it earlier. Purple Lemon, no credit card. Okay, that was really weird because I said Purple Lemon and then like I turned to this screen and it was like purple and yellow. And for a second I was like, wait a minute, what just happened? Y'all, after the flights, after the whole flight section, I show you how to get the best deals on accommodations, whether we're talking about hotels or Airbnb. But yeah, no, you don't need a credit card. I do have one slide in here where I go over my favorite travel credit card, but you do not need a credit card to rack up these points. Y'all, that's another myth. That is another myth that enough people on these apps are not talking about. You do not have to have credit cards to be racking up on free flights, free hotels, okay? You don't got to. I'll show you how to do it in the masterclass. Y'all saw how I showed you how to on Google Flights, how I showed you how to let Google show you the best flight prices, like to show you like when to book your flight. I also give you the website where you can do the same thing for hotels. I also show you how to get on Google and find out exactly where is the best place to stay whenever you go somewhere. People are like, oh, I want to go to Bangkok. That's great. What neighborhood are you going to go? What neighborhood are you going to stay in? I don't know. I show you how to discover the best neighborhoods to stay in. I show you how to look at what other people are paying. Y'all, please stop being bamboozled. I was bamboozled for years. Please stop overpaying for flights and hotels. I literally show you how to see what other people are paying so you never overpay for a hotel again. Airbnb. I know it's controversial in the travel industry. Are y'all team hotel or Airbnb? Let me know in the comments. I'm team Airbnb because I like having my space, okay? Y'all, you don't even have to pay the full price that you see on Airbnb. There's a travel hack. There is a travel hack. You don't gotta pay full price. This is all in the masterclass. I also talk about trusted house sitters in the masterclass. Okay, y'all hotel girlies, I'm here for. Listen, whatever floats your boat, okay? And then, y'all, we still going. And I'm on slide 33. We still going. I also show you 3 simple ways to keep your entire trip under $1,000. Y'all, I am talking flights. I'm talking accommodations. I'm talking food. I'm talking excursions, experiences, all of it. Less than $1,000. There are 3 methods. I have done all of them. If you follow the steps that I give you in the class, you can keep your entire trip under $1,000. Imagine how many trips you can take a year when you learn how to travel on a budget. Imagine not having to wait for your tax refund and hope that you'll have enough left over to travel because you have learned how to travel on a budget, and now you take at least 2 trips a year. Best country you've ever visited. I don't think there's a best country. I think every country has something to offer, but my personal favorite country is Mexico, which I know people are like, what? But yes, out of 24 countries, Mexico is still my favorite. I love it here, okay? I love it here in Mexico. Y'all, and a matter of fact, I'm not even done. I'm still going in the masterclass. Let's talk about the bonuses. Let's talk about the bonuses, okay? I've never been to LeBlanc. I've been to Cabo, but not LeBlanc. Y'all, for those of y'all who are, you get nervous about Google Translate, I also have a Google Translate tutorial in here. Google Translate is so much more than just typing in a word and then giving it back to y'all. There's a lot of stuff you could do with Google Translate. I give you, for those of y'all who are a little bit nervous, I give you the top safest countries to visit in 2025 and all of the abroad emergency numbers, because 911 only applies to the United States. I show you how to get 55 vacation days a year using only 15 days of PTO. I give you my top TSA and airport tips for anybody who has either never traveled internationally before, or maybe, you have, but you feel like you just got kind of scrambled. I give you my top tips for navigating the airport, what to do before you get there, what to do at the airport, and what to do after you land. My ultimate travel packing list, y'all. These are all bonuses in the Budget Travel Masterclass. Y'all, it's at the link in my bio. Okay, it is at the link in my bio. And is that it? Sorry, I'm talking to myself. Okay, there we go. Y'all, the Budget Travel Masterclass is at the link in my bio. If you are serious about making travel part of your life, and if you are tired of this BS excuse about how you can't afford it because it's too expensive, learn the skill of travel. It's such a fun skill to have. Think about all the skills you had to learn in your life. All of them. Driving, cooking, washing dishes, doing your hair. All these, y'all, you have learned thousands of skills since you were born. You can continue to learn. You can learn how to travel on a budget, okay? You can. And if you don't want to have to do all that research yourself, because listen, there's a lot of travel hacks out there. If you don't want to have to spend all that time saving all these different videos, everything is in the masterclass. And like I said, once it's yours, you have it for life. You get lifetime access, and you get access to any of the updates without having to pay for any upgrades, right? I just send it out to you. As long as you're on the list, and as long as your email address is good, I send them out to you. Y'all, I created this class because the number one thing that people told me about travel, why they don't travel, is because flights are too expensive. They can't afford the flights. I show you how to do it in my budget travel